Okay, good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, Grace. So, welcome back to our class. Today, we will start a new chapter, a new poem from your book, First Flight. Okay, that will be your general English. So, you take out your book. If you have page, that will be page number 83 to see the poem. Okay, good afternoon, Ishita, Devraj, Abhijit. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Hunmili, Sonal. So I'm just waiting for everyone to come so that I can start the class for today. Good afternoon, Abhishek. Okay, so today we will start with animals. Okay, we will start a new poem that is animals. Just write your own name so that I can recognize you. Okay. Okay, good afternoon, Rahul. Okay, so let's begin our class. So, shall we start now? Okay, Rajat, good afternoon. Alina, okay. It's Elena. Yesterday it was Pavit or someone, so I thought it is Pavit. Okay. Okay, so let's start with animals. Okay. So, whenever we talk about animals, what thing comes in your mind? What type of character an animal has? According to you, what do you think that what type of character an animal can have? Just write it down. What is your imagination about animal? What do you think an animal's appearance is like, according to you? Reply it. No reply. Don't you have any imagination about animals, that what kind of appearance or characters an animal has? Okay, I think that you are just thinking what to write it. Okay, cute. Okay, Hunmil is saying that cute. Okay, animals are cute. Yes, of course, if it is a pet animal, it's always cute for us. Anger, yeah. You can say, okay, Devraj has written anger. Yes, animals are anger. We have already read in our last class about tiger, no? Tigers are anger. They have angerness with it. And then, innocent. Okay, yes, we can say innocent also. Okay, so I have already got three reply that animals can be cute, animals can be they are anger, they have innocence, yeah, they are danger. Yes, of course, they always search for food. Yes, of course. So these things we actually think about animal. But today the poem that we are going to read is actually a little bit different from that. What we actually expect about animal. Here the poet is actually poet Walt Whitman. This poem is from Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. It is taken from Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. It's a like a stock of poem by Walt Whitman, and this is one of the poem from that part. Okay, yes, they don't cheat. Yes, of course they don't cheat. Yeah, that also we can think that they don't cheat. So now here, what the poet want to express to us about animal, what he feels for animal here. Okay, so we will read the poem. I will explain it, and if you have doubt there, you can just ask me. Okay. So now, what actually Walt Whitman? Walt Whitman, he is a major figure in early American poetry. He's from America. He is an American poet. Good afternoon, Sanika. And in an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, Whitman made a break in tradition and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse. Now, at that moment, at that time, many there were many poets. There were many poets who actually write poetry related with some like metrical poem or rhyming word. No, just to match with it, using some metaphor and all. But here, Walt Whitman thought that at that moment he did not write that kind of poem. He writes some traditional. He want to break those tradition of poem. There were some rules of poem. Okay, rules and regulation that you need to write this kind of poem. But in that, yes, good afternoon, Rahul. In that period, Walt Whitman, he wrote very free kind of poem, free verse. What he actually thinks about it, what his imagination were, he wrote in that way. Okay, and of course, it was a successful one. So he was a non-conformist in all respect, including his social life. So that is about the poem. Poet, little bit about poem. Poet. It is written in your book itself. Okay, so we will start with animal. That what actually the poet thinks about animal, what he thinks, that how animals are, what kind of characters an animal has. Okay, the poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans, whom he finds complicated and false. Now, according to the poet here, the poet expresses his feelings toward animals and human beings. He says that human beings are very much complicated to understand. You will not be able to understand a human being because human being, they do not show what they are actually, and of course it is real. Yeah, we it is also told to us that it is very difficult to find a true friend. Yet, if we talk about animals, animals actually show what they are. Good afternoon, Vaisam. So what they are. Okay, so animals, they think, they actually show what they are actually. They don't have any false perspective, they don't have any false side. Whatever they are, they show it. Like if an animal is cruel, he will show it that yes, I am cruel. Yeah, but if human being, they do not show. Of course it is true in every sense, we can actually take it in every sense that it is true. Human being, they do not show what they are actually. It's very rare to find a true friend, and of course there are good people also. I will not talk that every people are bad, but yes, there are good people and bad people, both are there. But in case of animal, we can say that animals show what they are actually. They show their reality, they do not show the fake one. Okay, so let's go to the poem now. What actually the poet is expressing us towards the poem animal, what he actually want to tell us about the animals. So I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. Now in the first line, what the poet expressed, that he actually he's thinking, or he think that he could turn from human, he want to turn from human, and he want to live with animals. He want to leave means leave, leave. Okay, he want to leave human structure, and he want to be animal. He want to live with animals. And why he actually is saying that he want to live with animals, he do not want to stay with human being? What is the reason behind it? And the reason is that they are so placid and self-contained. They are so placid. Placid here means calm. They are so calm. Calm, peace. They have peace and self-contained, and they are independent. They are not dependent on anyone. They are independent. So according to the poet, in the first line, the poet expresses his emotions, his feelings toward animals and human being, that he do not want to live with human being. He want to turn himself, turn from humans and want to live with animals. And what is the reason behind that? That animals are so calm, they are so placid. Whatever meanings I am giving you, you just write it down. Placid means calm, okay? They are very important. The meaning are very important, so you just write it down while I just tell you this meaning. So placid means quiet and calm, okay? They are so quiet and they are so independent. Self-contained means independent. Of course, people are always dependent. We human beings are dependent on each other for many reasons, is not it? If we talk about a small child is dependent on their parents, yeah. Similarly, it goes on that we all are dependent on something, someone, each other. But animals are not dependent. They are independent. They do whatever they like. They whatever they want to do, they what they feel like doing, they will do it. They will not depend on anyone, they of their own kind, okay? So in that way, that's why the poet, he expresses his feelings that he want to change himself and he want to turn to animal, because animals, according to the poet, are very self-contained. They are independent and they are calm. I stand and look at them long and long. And then he just stand in one particular place and he just think about them, look at them very long and long. Long and long means many years ago about the animal. He just think about the animal a lot. He think that these animals are so different from human beings. He just stand and he think about animals long and long. And then he realized, he just to find it out, that what is the difference here an animal and a human have. Just to find it out, he just think about lot about animal, that what is the difference between a human being and animal, and why he is saying that he want to live with animals and not with human being. They do not sweat, whine about their condition. So here what they say, what the poets say, they do not sweat. Sweat, of course, you know what is the meaning of sweat, is not it? Sweat means pasina, we can say in Hindi, pasina. But here in the poem, it doesn't mean pasina. It means to get tense, not to get tension, to have lots of tension. So they do not have any tension. Animals, they do not have any tension of whatever they do. They don't get tension. But we and human beings are tense of everything, is not it? We are tense of our future. We are tense of what to do next. We are tense of many things, earning money, about to look after our family. So we have lots of tension in our life. But animals, they do not sweat. They do not have any tension. They do not take any tension and whine about their condition, and they do not cry about their condition. Whine means complain or cry. You can say complain or cry. So these animals, they do not complain. They do not complain about their condition. In whatever condition they are, they live very happily there. They do not cry or they do not complain about it. Like if we talk about human being, like whatever condition we are living, we will just complain it. No, if we are not adjust with that situation, we will complain someone. We will complain to our parents. In school also, you will find it out. You also see that if you have a very like if you have no space, if you have many problems in for your with your classroom, you will just go to the headmistress, complain about the thing, isn't it? So we do those things, isn't it? We just complain about our situation because we are not at all satisfied with anything. We want everything proper one, is not it? But here, if we talk about animals, they do not actually sweat. They do not get tension about anything. They do not think about the future and all. They do not even cry about their condition. In whatever condition they are happy. They are happy with their condition. And because of that, the poet says that he want to live with animal rather than human being. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, then they do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. And they do not even lie awake in the dark. Like human being, what they do, if they have done lots of sins means pap, you can say, no? Pap. They have done lots of sins. And after doing the sins, what they do? when they realize it, when human being realize that yes, I have done so many sins, now how I can actually change all those things? Nothing to do. They will just lie in the at night. They will not sleep the whole night. They will not sleep. They will just lie in the bed and sleepless. They will just spend some sleepless night, and they will in the dark they will just weep. They will just cry. Weep means cry. Okay, they will just weep for their sins. Okay, they will cry a lot about their sins and what they have done. Okay, they some so in that case we can say that animals are very much different from human beings. Animals, they do not cry for their sins. Whatever sins they have done, they accept it. Okay, I have done the sin, but they will not cry at night. They will not awake the whole night, and they will not cry for it. Okay, if you have any doubts, you just ask me. Okay, reply it. I will repeat the things. They do not make me sick, discussing their duty to God. And also, the poet says that this animal, they do not make him sick. Sick, of course, make me sick means make me irritate. Okay, they do not make him sick, make him irritate, discussing their duty to God. Now, we human being, what we do? We discuss if we are Christian or if we are Hindu or whatever. We just preach about God. We just talk about God. If we do something, no, we should not do it. There is God to see. If we are doing something wrong, we are afraid that okay, God is there, who is watching us, who is actually looking every activity of us, and we are of course very afraid of doing those things. And I will some of if my parents will come, my parents will tell me about God, about Jesus Christ, about God. You can say Ram. So we all human beings are very much afraid that if there will be some mistake, yes, God is there. But in case of animals, they do not discuss their duty to God. We have lots of duty to God, no, praying and all. We have some rituals and all. We need to do it. We need to follow it, and that is like strict culture. It has become, it has been passed over from generation to generation, and we are following those things, not it whatever passed to us by our parents, by our elders. But in case of animals, it is totally opposite. They do not actually discuss their duty to God. They do not discuss with anyone about the duty to God. They do not have to. They need no. There is no worry about praying and all. They are free of all those things. They are free. They don't discuss about God and all. They don't preach about God and all. They are free from all those things, and that is the thing why the poet, he feels that these animals are far more better than human being, according to the poet. Okay, now not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. And now, not one, no animals are dissatisfied. Animals are always satisfied. And they do not, they are not demented with the mania of demented. You can say mentally ill, means mad, mad to own something. Like if I have seen a mobile phone of my friend, and of course I will also have that expectation that oh, I also want that kind of mobile phone. No, so we human being have lots of expectation. When we see a very beautiful someone having a very beautiful or very costly thing, we also think, we also expect that it should if my parents would give me those things. Not it, we also have those expectations, and that is the mania of owning things. We have that. We are very much mad, we are mentally ill of owning things and all. But here animals doesn't want anything. Animal don't want anything. So here the poet says that no one is dissatisfied, everyone is satisfied, though they do not have anything, but they are satisfied with what they have, and they are not mentally ill to in need. They don't have any needs. Okay, they do not have any, they do not want any accessories to live their life. So that's why the poet, he says that no one is actually mentally ill with the mania of owning. Mania is a kind of disease, you can say, a kind of uh, uh, with just to make something your own. No, you have, we people have that. We do some kind of activities that we just make the thing which is others, we want to make it ours by force, or by any way we want to make it ours. So in that way the poet expresses that these animals are not dissatisfied, they are satisfied with what they have, and they don't every time do not cry for the things they wanted. They don't have so many needs also. They are not mentally ill. But we human beings are. We have lots of wants. We need many things in our life. We need a luxurious life in our life, and for that we need lots of, we see other people, and we are always unhappy to see other people who have better things than us. We are not satisfied. We again feel like we should also have the things. So in that's why the poet, he feel that human beings, animals are far more better than human beings. Okay, clear everyone? Then not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Now, no one kneels to another. Kneels means, no, kneel down, no, kneel down. So what kneel down means here? To bow in front of your elders or someone, to bow. So now human beings, we have a culture, it's not that we have a culture, and that culture is going on from generation to generation, that we bow in front of our elders. Bow means to show them the respect, yeah, to or we bow in front of god to pray, yeah. We bow in front of our parents to just to show them the respect, no. So we have that kind of culture. But in case of animals, it is totally opposite. No one kneels to another, though they have lived thousands of years ago. Though the animal, not to its his kind means same kind, okay, same kind, but it's maybe it is more elder than the one. But they do not bow in front of them. They do not kneel down in front of them. So they have their own attitude. They do not kneel in front of the animal, the same kind of animal which has lived thousands of years ago. But we, as we have a culture to show respect to our elders, to show respect to our parents, what we do, we just kneel down, and we just bow them, we just touch their feet, no, to show the respect to them. But here animals, they do not do this kind, though the animal has lived thousands of years ago, but they do not uh, go down in front of the same kind of animal. Okay, so they show their relation to me, and I, oh, so no, not that one. No, not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole world. So now not one is respectable. Though the animals are not respected. It's not that we do not, many human beings, they do not respect the animals. Though there are many people who respect them, but many are there who do not respect them. So not one is respectable. So no one is respectable. Animals, not one is respectable, but still they are happy. They are not unhappy. Though they are not respected by human beings, though they don't have that kind of culture of respecting each other, but still they are not unhappy. They are happy over the whole earth. They are happy with what situation they are. So in that case, the poet, he expresses that we human beings have a culture to show the respect to our elders, to show the respect to our younger. So we show respect to everyone. We bow in front of god, we bow in front of our elders. So we have that culture, and that is the culture is going on from generation to generation. If one doesn't do it, we also tell that, oh, it's a bad manner. It's not that we just tell it. If one doesn't actually go in front of their elders or someone, we just have that opinion that this is not a good manner. He has not learned the manners and all, discipline and all in life. But animals, they don't have this kind of things. They don't have that disciplinary life. They don't respect each other, but still they are not unhappy. They are very happy with in the whole world. They are happy with what with the situation they are living. Okay, so they show their relation to me, and I accept them. And yes, they show their relation to me. To me means to the poet. The animals, they show their relation to the poet. Animals are Actually, animals show their true relation to everyone. They don't have any fake, false relation. We human being have a false relation, like we show something else by outer appearance, and inside we have something else. We cannot even understand human being. But in case of animal, it will show his relation to others. It will directly show. It will not just like if a tiger is there, the tiger of course catches other animals. Now the tiger catches other animal for his food and all, and of course to show, just to show the other people that no, I am a very good tiger, I am a very good innocent tiger, I respect others. Only to show that one, it doesn't actually calm his mind, and his mind tells to hunt the animal, to catch the animal. And of course it will catch it, it will show that this is my reality, this is my appearance. So the true appearance, the animal, they show it to everyone, and the poet accept them, and the poet like it. The poet accept that yes, they show the true relation to me, and I am happy, and I accept this relation, because they don't show up the things. They don't simply show off anything. Whatever they are, they show the same thing to us, and I accept the thing of accept those things, those life of animal. They bring me tokens of myself, the events, and they bring me tokens of myself. Here, tokens here means like this tokens once were human beings tokens. Tokens means you can say sign or symbol. And what symbol an human being have? What tokens human being have? Love, care, affection, friendliness, and then what we can say, those are the tokens. Okay, so, a symbol of human being. As once in a life there was human being were very much, if we talk about human being are kind creature. Yeah, our human being are very kind hearted creature, you can say loving creature, caring creature. If they have affection towards each other, they have love for each other, no, they care, they respect each other. But here what happened, now this token which once were mine, means the poet is saying these symbols once were mine, but today these symbols, they are bringing me the tokens, they are giving me those tokens which once were mine. Now human being has lost these tokens, they do not have this kind of tokens with them. Now human beings are very complicated to understand, but this same token which once were human beings, it is now taken by animals, and now these animals are bringing back me the same tokens of myself, and they evince, and then they show them plainly in their position, and they show those tokens now to me, and they have actually kept it very properly. They have now, they are the ownership of this token. These are the property of which this property which once were human being, now this property has become belongs to animals, as a human being has lost this property. And what is the property here? Love, kindness, affection, no, and caring for each other. So these are the tokens of human being. But now that has been lost by human being, and now that these animals are bringing me the same token, and they show it to me very plainly, very simple, in a simple way. They show it to me that they have kept it under their control now, and they are now in their own position. Now these symbols are the property of animals. I wonder where they get those tokens. And now the poet, he just think about it. He just wonder. Wonder means astonished, surprised. I wonder where they get those tokens. So the poet is now very much surprised, and he thinks that from where this human animals has got those tokens. Evince means to show clearly. Okay, evince means to show clearly. So now I wonder where they get those tokens. So now the poet wonder, he is very much surprised when he saw that the tokens once which were of human being, now these animals are bringing back to him, and he's very much surprised from where they have got these tokens. He just asking himself, asking himself from where they have got these tokens. And then what he said, did I pass that way? huge times ago and negligently dropped them, and he asked to himself that did I pass these tokens which once were mine, means human beings, once very negligently. I think I passed these tokens negligently somewhere. I dropped them somewhere, and this animals has taken this, you can say, tokens now from there itself. So he just realized that, okay, did I pass them? He just asked a question to us: did I pass the way, that way, huge times ago? Did I pass these tokens some long time ago and then negligently drop them? And this human being, maybe this animal, they got it from there. That means once human beings were very kind hearted, were very affection, they have affection toward each other, they were loving creature, they were caring creature, they have love for each other, they respect each other. But today human being has lost all these values, all these morals of life, they have lost it. And then the poet, he says that how did it got lost, how this tokens which once were human being, how animals got those tokens. And suddenly he realized that maybe once a long time ago, maybe I have passed this token somewhere, I have dropped them negligently. And today we can see that animals have those symbols which once were human beings. So in this way, the poet, that's why the poet describe us, the poet express his feeling towards us, that today he want to live with animals, as animals are very easy to understand. Animals show what they are, but it's very complicated in case of human being, because human being, they do not understand, they are not very it is very difficult to understand them. They have totally changed. We cannot even realize which is the true person in our life, which is the fake one. So we cannot actually understand human beings. So in this way, our chapter, this animals poem, animals have completed. I will just give you some of the meaning. You can just write it down. Okay, I will just read it out, the some of the meaning. You can just underline it and write it down. Now here, feels more at home. You have one word, feels more at home. Okay, the poet tells us he feels more at home. Feel at home means to feel relaxed. Okay, you can underline it and write down to feel relaxed. That he feels more at home. Feel at home, it means feel relaxed. Okay, then you have could turn. Here, I could turn, I think I could turn. That means could turn from where? Could turn from human being. Okay, to turn from human being. Then you have the word placid. Placid, it means quiet and calm. Okay. Self-contained, it means independent. Okay. Self-contained means independent. Then you have the word sweat. They do not sweat. Sweat means to get tensed. Okay. To get tensed. Whine, whine, whine. Whine means complain or cry. Okay. Whine means complain and cry. Then you have the word make me sick. Make somebody feel sick. This is a phrase, to make somebody feel sick. It is not to make sick means not suffering from fever and all. It means to make someone angry or to make someone irritating. Okay, when you make someone sick, it doesn't mean to suffer from fever. It means to make someone angry, to make someone irritating. Okay. Then you have demented. The word demented, it means mentally ill. It means mentally ill, mad. You can say mad. Owning things means to make anything in your possession. Owning things. The mania of owning things means to make anything in your possession. Kneels, of course, to kneel down or to bow down. Okay. Then you have tokens. Tokens means signs or symbols. Tokens means signs or symbols. Evince, EVINCE, evince means to show clearly. To show something clearly. Possession. Possession means control ownership over private property. Control ownership over private property. Okay. When you have, when you owe someone else property, you are in that possession. Okay. you have taken the control. You are totally, you have taken it in with you, in your control. Wonder means astonished. Okay. So now the tokens, here we are talking about tokens. What are the tokens here? Love, affection, kindness, friendliness, discipline, respect. So these are the tokens of human being. Now you will have some questions here. Of course, question I will give, maybe I will give you on Sunday. Now here, the main important thing here, the main important question from this poem will be, what animal do uh, and what animal a human do and what animal don't. Okay, what are the difference between animal and human being here, that to show. And that is what, animals are not greedy, but human beings are greedy. Okay, then animals are always satisfied with what they have, but human beings are always dissatisfied. They are not satisfied with every whatever things they have. Animals don't kneel down in front of his in front of his kind who lived thousands of years ago, but human being, they bow down in front of their own kind who or in front of their elders. Then you can say animals are not respectable, but still they are happy, but humans are respectable but they are not happy. Okay. And then they show their relation. They do not sweat. You can say animal, they do not sweat and whine about their condition, but human being, they sweat and they whine about their condition. Animals, they do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins, but human being do the things. Animals, they are not mad after mania of owning things, but human being do it. Okay, so these are some of the important things about animals. So is there any confusion, or if you have any doubt, just reply. Is there any doubt with this poem? Understood or not? Okay, meaning of tokens means symbol. Okay, meaning of token means signs or symbols. Okay, and sweat here means, actually sweat means, we know now when we sweat during the hot season and all, but here in the poem, sweat means to get tensed. Okay, when you make someone give someone tension, that will be here sweat. Okay, so hope you have understood the poem properly. And if you have any doubt regarding the poem, repeat the video and watch the explanation. I hope it's not so tough one. Yes, understood everyone? Okay. So question answer will be given on Sunday. Whatever chapters we are completing, you will just get the question answer on Sunday. Every Sunday you will have question answer session, video of question answer. Okay. Okay, meaning of mania. Mania, actually it means, you can say when you are sick of owning something, no, that is a mania. Mania of owning something. Okay, so everyone has understood the poem. Okay, students. So today let's stop our end our class here. Till then, bye, students. Take care of your health.